Everybody, welcome back. Alright. Oops. Get some wins. I think we had kind of a mixed bag last time. Yeah. Last few sessions haven't been stellar. But we did have kind of some rough luck last time. Hashtag unlucky, but I also have just been dying too much. I think like that one we should have won that. I'm pretty sure I can't remember everything that was going on there, but like that one was winnable. But like, there's no excuse for me dying 6 times. Like, I think I just disrespected the Jinn. I should have just gotten Mercury Treads there. Like 4 times is still too many times to die. Also, that shouldn't be happening. They don't have that much threat. So I got to get those deaths back down to like 2 or less. Especially if I have Mejai's. If I lose the full 10 stacks on a Mejai's or something like that, that's like an extra 200 gold or something for the value. For each death, which is a big deal. Now, Mejai's is still cost efficient even at, I think, 7 stacks. But I'm kind of wondering, like, I just find, like, Shirellia is a little underwhelming. Like, it is good at times, and I know that it's, like, getting that movement speed is very subtle. Like, it's just not gonna have, like, it's hard to quantify it, right? When you get Radiant and you see that thing healed for, like, 5,000 in a game, then it's like, okay, you know, like, that's good, but Rakan's pick rate is up a little bit, but he's still like a bottom 10. Wow, really? Ashe support is the most picked support? I mean, I guess people like hitting arrows, but that's a little surprising to me. Oh, right, honey. So I'll probably only be able to play 2 or 3 games. I really wanted to just go to sleep because I have a huge thing of conferences tonight, but I didn't want to miss 2 days in a row on you guys. We're hanging out at my friend's in town from New York, and he only comes in town like once or twice a year. So okay, so Nautilus, I think this is fine. Still has a really high win rate. Mandate's also really good. Like, I've been thinking more Mandate. Trying Mandate again, maybe. Hey, what's up, Carson? Oh, it's great, man. Hopefully you're doing well, too. Got some cool students. The daughters are doing well. Getting back into shape. I think it's been a little while, maybe since we chatted. I don't remember, but I finally got some weights for downstairs, some rubber weights, so been trying to work out a little bit more and get back in shape. It actually wasn't that expensive. I just got like just a straight Olympic bar with rubber weights, and then I just bench with that, and then I just do like deadlifts and cleans. I'm trying. Early days. But yeah, I'm trying to eat better. But I was like, you know what? I don't need those like adjustable weight dumbbells. Those things are so expensive. Like a pair of those are like almost $400 or $500. Have to walk sideways through the door. I was joking my wife. I was telling her that's how it was gonna be. She's like, you got a long ways to go on that. Wait, Tony. What is this yellow bar? Does Udyr have energy? That's just saying that he's got it empowered. His next hit is empowered. Is that what it is? Every third or fourth hit, he gets an empowered hit. No, but I could definitely feel a bit of a difference. Even after, I guess I've been doing it for maybe a few weeks now. And, oh, that's all good, man. Appreciate you just hanging out. I weigh like 160 and I already did a 3 sets of 5 on 215 deadlifts. So that like worked up to that. So that's not like too bad for just a few weeks. Apparently, if you worked out a lot before, now it's been a long time since I worked out a lot, but apparently your muscles can like quote unquote remember quite a bit. I don't know how scientific that is. But apparently, if you have been in good shape before, it's easier to get back in shape than if you've never done anything before. I don't know how accurate that is, but I've been trying to eat better. That's a big deal. Cut the pizza and start eating more whole grain pasta, some olive oil and spinach and stuff like that. Higher energy and such. Oh. Yeah, I know. You weren't a big fan of it before. I remember that. I don't know. I may come to regret it. I need to get legs, though. Legs are... I like deadlifts more than squats. I don't know. Maybe that's inaccurate. I feel like, especially if I'm doing it myself, that deadlifts are a lot safer. I mean, I'm not gonna max. Right, I'm not gonna try to do like a, a one pull. Always just go up slowly and only do stuff where I can do like 3 sets of 5 with it. But yeah, I remember you saying it's got some rough parts. I do have straps to help with my wrists. You think squats are any better? Like, what is like the least, in your opinion, the least risky way to work your legs that like gets results? I like deadlifts because it just does so much. Like, it gets so many muscles in your body in one lift. I feel like we need to be pressuring them a little bit more, but I feel like squats with the bar on top of you, like obviously getting crushed or something is not a good thing. Okay. Well, at least Nautilus didn't get that cannon. I don't know why he decided to go right there. I guess because he thought Soul was coming. That was a nice roam. Yeah. I don't even have dumbbells. I mean, I could get some, I guess, but, I just went kind of cheap and just got the Olympic bar and just, like, sets of rubber weights. And then I just bench with the bar and do deadlifts with the bar. Oh, really? Whoa, really? They're oh, I guess she is pretty low. Okay, Roy, hang on. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Flamingo. That's right, it's like a flamingo, but more fun.
How can the Star Guardians see anything? Their sparkles are so darn sparkly.
Feels like extremely greedy by her. Yeah, I don't know why she didn't just back earlier. I can catch this wave.
Dancing between the rules.
Can we kill this thing? Oh, well, alright, she's gone. Roam mid, yay, we got a kill. Then bot dies. It's like over half the time you roam. So tired of seeing Kate every game. Yeah, she's good. Okay. Should have probably just W'd in there.
Rampage.
Used to be a square. Then I embraced the darkness. Woohoo!
Yeah, ask ChatGPT. Yeah.
Here's a warning. It's a trap. An enemy has been slain.
Smashing Soul, like, Irelia getting ahead, I think is probably more important than this Caitlyn, though. I think that's probably overall still a good move. What? How did he not die? She summoned her healed, I guess? I think I could have autoed him one more time. I was trying to give it to Kate, but he lived with like 10 HP, then I presume got a summoner heal. So you got like a couple hundred health out of nowhere there. He doesn't have any healing. Yeah, Fed Irelia is, it's still just a fighter world, right? Like ADCs in like Pro and Challenger, if they get turbo fed, certain ADCs, but like at the end of the day, you can still kill an ADC. Like they're still squishy and they miss position all the time. It's the bruisers that just can't ever die. Like, that's what worries me the most. I don't have ult or anything. I've got Ignite back.
Forget my name, just call for the Lord of Darkness.
No, you're right, Iwa. It probably was Nidalee, actually. I forgot about that. She was off screen, I think, when that heal went down. I'm gonna go and get Mejai's. I mean, Matt made a good point last time. Maybe I'm getting baited all too often with Mejai's, but it's really good. It's really annoying to buy it, though, and obviously you want to get it early if you're gonna get it at all. So, like, it does delay your mythic. The thing about ADCs, though, well, I mean, I guess this also applies to Irelia, but it's, like, totally worthless if they're not ahead. I feel like ADCs even more so. Like, Irelia at least has a stun, and she doesn't need as many items. I don't think Irelia's win rate's that high, but I feel like she's pretty strong right now. Especially after the buffs to, like, Wither and King. And some of the nerfs to other items from common matchups she has, like Demonic and stuff like that. But yeah, most games, I'm not fearing the ADC. The thing that's winning the game, I feel like in a lot of games, are these, like, either junglers or fighters. Or jungler fighters. Yeah, just back it up. It's fine.
As far as the eye can see. Take that, nerd.
Can Rumble kill Nasus, or is he just gonna 2v1 us? Okay, yeah.
Most good guys are just kidding themselves.
No, don't hit the trap. God bless. Why, though? Wing's gonna dive him. Everybody's missing.
Doing the right thing was boring.
Yeah, let's just get this.
I'm way more fun now.
I need boots for all this moving around, but again, Mejai is like, you have to have 1250 straight up. I wish it had another component. Just like a couple of amp tomes that built into it would be great.
I am so far past redemption, I am in the fun zone. Population Rakan.
I was trying to flash in there so I could give her the heal. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Right there. Now, Caitlyn or something, obviously, if they get to like 4 items, is a problem. But ADC's just always been really hard to balance because it's so good in Pro where you have like clean lines to help protect you and just like the range. Like they're obviously able to space really well. Get that. Yeah, get it, bruh. Udyr's getting dragon while we're contesting this. I don't know. We might need to. Are they not? Okay, they're taking it. Caitlyn's just like randomly bottom. If Caitlyn was here too. It's.
Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
Alright, at least we got a trade.
Whoa! Danger brings out my bad side. Just kidding. On my side.
Yeah, Rift is probably a bad idea. I didn't realize Udyr was doing Dragon Bottom. Okay. Definitely need boots. And then I might just try Mandate here. I don't know. Shirelia's is very nice. I mean, it's the same items, I guess, so it doesn't really matter too much. Do they have that much healing? No.
I do what I want. No Stargate.
Yeah, I think I kind of like Mejai's Oblivion Orb instead of like completing a second item that's about the same amount of gold. Versus like a nice Vow. Hey, what's up, Colin? Sona is good, but no, I'm pretty much, at least until we get to Platinum, pretty much a Rakan one trick. I've tried Sona, I'm not as good on Sona as I am on Rakan. Rakan's win rate by just normal people is like almost 54% also right now, which is almost unheard of. Which is actually not good because he's going to get more attention and probably nerfed at some point. Fucking way, he dies. Oh my god. Alright, well, it's too conservative with the ult, I guess. Yeah, 3 bottom. Okay. So yeah, I know everybody has their favorite, and honestly, you know, it'd be fun to be able to, like, play other stuff and win, but I'm just not winning. Like, my win rate is literally, I'm pretty sure, 0% when I haven't played Rakan this season so far. No, it's not many games, but that's like 0-5 or 0-6. Yeah. I'm just way better on Rakan than I am anything else. I mean, there's not... I don't think anyone that's a long-time viewer of the channel that anyone would disagree with that. Like, Sona, she does trade in lane, and it is good. She does scale really well, but she just doesn't have the same kind of mobility as Rakan. Very few champions do, and that's what I really like about him.
Life is way more fun.
It just plays to a lot of the stuff that I think is just kind of my playstyle. I just really, really like that mobility these days. Like Pyke kind of does. Pyke is of a similar caliber of mobility as Rakan, but
Cloak is woven.
I think he's not as well rounded. Like he's a good snowball champ. There are probably a couple other. Braum has pretty good mobility. I probably wouldn't mind Braum, but he's just been kind of off meta for a while. I have played Nautilus a lot and done okay. There's been a couple of seasons where I was pretty good on Nautilus, but almost every season since Rakan came out, he's been my highest performing champ.
Less complicated.
With like a high sample size. I mean, every season there's always a champ that I play like 10 or 20 times with like a 60% win rate, but for the most part, Rakan is over my average. Oh my god, really? Okay, we got it though. Like, my average win rate most seasons is probably like 50, 51%, and I think my Rakan's usually like 53-ish. And this season I'm doing even better on it. I think I'm like 54 on Rakan. I've gone through a stretch. There was 1 week, like maybe there's a stretch of 20 or 30 games where I was, no. Damn it. Ah, it's so annoying. $20 or 30 games where I was like 60% on him. But I think I'm playing pretty well.
Agents of darkness need a break.
So yeah, I mean, if I don't play Rakan, it's usually just for like channel variety, but since, you know, I'm in gold right now and I need to get out of gold, and do they have any healing whatsoever? Yeah, they have like Nidalee, I guess. Soul.
When Zaya and I were abandoned on the desolate planet I lived, I don't like being alone. Oh, and spiky space goods are the worst.
It's like if I'm actually trying to win, I need to do Rakan. And I was gonna say, since we're rocking like 20-ish viewers per stream or something, I think as far as like just helping myself and helping the channel, it's probably best if I just try to get a higher rank than do variety. At least at this point, if I get to a higher, if I get like to diamond and I'm just like not going anywhere, maybe I can get on like a Smurf and like play other stuff on a Smurf, but damn, something clapped me right there. We'll get my shield back in a moment. You can like one tap me maybe. Huh. Soraka. I would probably rather play Sona than Soraka. I mean, Sona would be on my short list of champs if I was trying to climb. I really, really like my playstyle is adapted to where I really like engaged champs too. Just being able to be proactive and do something. I think it's important. So like, If I couldn't do Rakan, I'd probably do like Pike or Nautilus or Leona. Oh my goodness. Alright, remember we gotta get up in the morning so we don't stay up too late. Oh, someone asked me on stream, or like in a comment to a video too, said that I hadn't accepted their friend request yet. I might still be at the cap. I was at like max friends at 315, so I don't just accept random friend requests. I can't. There's no room. So you have to like tell me on stream sort of who you are, and I'll see if we have room, and I'll try to add. But typically, like these days, I'm really only adding people that like I might, you know, play with. Or I used to do like supporting members of the channel too. I mean, to be honest, a lot of these people probably haven't played in like 5 years or something. But I just really don't like kicking people off my friends list. Unless I have to. Like, unless they haven't played in 5 years and there's somebody else that I'm like gonna duo with, or that's like a supporter of the channel that wants to be on the friends list or something. Ha! Who's the go to the NBA? I mean, I think it's Jordan. I don't think he's that far ahead of LeBron. I can't go that late because I just can't go late almost any night except for Friday or Saturday. I can go a little bit later because I have to like get up every day and take Rory to school and Rowan to daycare. I have to get up at like 6:45 every day. I mean, LeBron does make a really good case, though, right? Like, especially with him being the #1 points leader of all time now. I don't know where he is on assists. He's probably like a top 5 assist person. How many championships does he have? 4? 2 with Miami, 1 with Cleveland, 1 with LA. I mean, statistically, other than like not winning the 6 championships, he's better than Jordan, but I don't know. It depends on how we measure it too, because like I feel like Jordan was such just a force. Just in general, like everybody was scared of him. He was just like he was a cultural phenomenon. Like he transcended the NBA. Like people who didn't even watch basketball. I mean, LeBron's like the next closest person probably on that level. Like people who don't even watch basketball would tune in to like watch Jordan, or people be talking about Jordan. Like he was just like the king of the 90s. One of them for sure. And the 80s to some extent. And it's just like he revolutionized the game. He revolutionized kind of the fashion too, like with his shoes really taking over, and then like the longer shorts. Like he just did quite a lot. Now LeBron does a lot off the court as well. So I can respect that. LeBron does a lot. Of course, I don't know. Some people don't like that he's so involved in. I don't follow everything that he says culturally or politically or agree with it. But some people like that about LeBron, that he's just more of an activist. I think he's maybe a bit more of a philanthropist, although I don't know for sure. Oh, that's awesome. You wrestled at LeBron's old high school? That's cool. I think Space Jam 1 is better than 2. I haven't seen Space Jam 2, but that's probably true. Most sequels where it's like 20 years between them are pretty bad. Like all of this necroing intellectual property from the past. I can't even, I'm sure there probably is one that's better than the original, or at least on par with the original, but how many of these like new shows that are like, or movies that are built on something from like the 80s or 90s are actually good, can actually keep up with the original intellectual property. There's, like I said, I'm sure there's something, but it feels like a lot of them are flops. I should maybe take a magic resist rune to respect the karma, but the AP helps me heal Draven more if I do hit Qs, and obviously gives me more damage if we all in. And these guys were hard silver, huh? Yes, Empire Strikes Back. So, I'm not saying that sequels can't be better. Empire Strikes Back, I think, is better. Star Wars is a classic where I think the second and the third one were better than, like, as far as the order they were released. Episode 5 and Episode 6, I guess, were better than Episode 4. Episode 4 was fine. But yeah, that was definitely one. Like, Godfather, I think, is another one. I haven't seen The Godfathers, but I know it's another popular one where people say that, like, Godfather 2 is better than the first one. I think third one's supposed to be kind of bad. So sequels can be better, but I'm talking like contemporary movies. So movies published in the last 10 years or so that are trying to play on that nostalgic vibe, where they're trying to recreate something that's like 20 years apart. Right? Like the new, like Matrix. There's a lot of them. I don't know. Maybe I think Avatar. People think this, like the second Avatar that recently came out, was actually pretty good. But I don't know. I didn't watch it. I wasn't a huge fan of the first one. It was fine, but I didn't think it was like, you know, earth-shattering or anything. It was a good movie. Like Fuller House. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of TV and movies. But I feel like people have definitely tried to cash in on the nostalgic vibe. Yeah. But yeah, there definitely can be good sequels. I would say Lord of the Rings is another one.
I do what I want.
I think a lot of people like the third one. Or they will at least say that the third one or the second one can hang with the original.
Self-control is for star nerds. I choose fun.
Yeah, I know they're all part of like the same property or whatever, but like Witcher, I mean, like as far as video games go, Witcher 3 is considered like way, way better, I think, than the first two. That's pretty rare, like a third one when the first two were just like okay, but then a third one all of a sudden is amazing. Alright, we're kind of on the back foot here. But once I hit 3, we might be able to do something.
First blood.
That's bad. That's a whole wave crashing. She has TP though, at least. Thank God. Maybe should have taken a magic resist rune.
World's gonna burn. Amazing vibe.
I kind of miss old Karma. I don't remember a lot about her. I know she had like her little thing that connected people. It could like speed up your allies or something. It was weird. It was probably bad.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Give up the rules.
The hell?
Most good guys.
Like, that's not even close. I don't know why he went so hard. What's a novel? Yeah, I don't read as much as I should. Damn. It's like a quarter of a second off of my queue.
Living the dream.
What's Volibear? I guess he's gotten a kill somewhere.
Woo! Being bad feels so good. I'm gonna go stare in the mirror. It's daily affirmation.
An ally has been slain.
What is triangle theory?
Between the rules.
An ally has been slain.
Just like everyone on the map dying everywhere.
Shut down.
Embrace darkness. I dance to the beat. The beat called darkness.
Cyberpunk 3000. Oh yeah, the Helm's Deep Bridge, yeah. Those are some good movies. I haven't seen them in a while.
Perfection doesn't exist. Except for my hair.
I never actually read the books. To be honest, I have not read a lot of, like, fantasy. Yeah, I'm sure I would love it. Like, it's just, I don't know. I haven't read a lot of fantasy, and I haven't watched a lot of anime, but I'm sure I would love both genres.
I'm just helping it along.
Karma is difficult to gank.
Don't forget my name. Just call me the Lord of Darkness. Prince Darkness got style. I do what I want. No star exists.
Yeah, they did. It's not great for us. 550. Okay, I'm just gonna wait on that.
Self-control is for star nerds. I choose fun.
Probably not great to wait, but I don't want to leave. I mean, I guess I could have just got the fairy charm. Just kind of by itself, just kind of sucks.
Good in dark.
Yeah, the Rakan buffs are good.
Stars are just
Um,
sad, lonely light bulbs floating in space, revolving endlessly in a cycle they can't control.
I don't know. Maybe I could have used it earlier.
I'm craving chocolate.
They don't both die. Like 100% Karma gets out of that. There's no universe where Karma ever dies. But if I used it earlier, I was kind of playing like she had flash, but she didn't.
Bad because I'm free and
So maybe when I hit her with W, if I do ult immediately and just get her there. I don't know, I'd have to go back and see why I didn't ult on the W. Maybe I thought he was going to ult in, and then she was going to flash his ult. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't up. But if he went, I think we could have done it. They're all top. I think we can kill her. Now, she's got ult, though. I don't know why he didn't just leave. Like, why Draven didn't just exit the way that I exited after he dropped aggro. But I guess Irelia would have just killed him, probably. She did have to flash to get me, though. Maybe I should not have turned and queued. I'm not sure. Forgot about the stupid little void thing she gets. It's so dumb why she has that. Should have used that on the cannon, obviously. I thought I had a couple of charges, but if only there was some indicator of how many charges I have on my relic shield. No, we can't gank Mord. At least I can't.
I only believe in myself. And
I mean, they're gonna be on drag. We can't get Rift. And they're gonna pressure tier 2.
most good guys are just kidding themselves.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Oh, it was the tier 1 still up? I didn't realize that. Alright, yeah, we gotta defend this. She could just be sitting in the jungle. Yeah. They both were. Cool.
An ally has been slain.
Well, hey, we countered their raptors, though.
Living the dream. The dream of dark.
Got great vision of the raptors. Can't argue with that. Sounds like the best place to put all, like, your pink ward and all your wards is just to, you know, 3 screens up from anything we can possibly pressure reasonably.
Your turret has been destroyed.
How do the Star Guardians see anything? Their sparkles are so darn sparkly.
Mage supports? Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I mean, it's probably enchanters, right? Like Sona type of stuff, because those or like particularly Karma. I mean, she's the one that gets played in pro, even though her win rate's atrocious. But yeah, just Lulu, Karma, that kind of stuff in pro, just tapping down their mana regen early, so they can't just harass like endlessly. I mean, you're dead, right? Like,
An ally has been slain.
well, it's gonna be a difficult one. One of the best changes I think coming up tomorrow is they are giving you plus minus 22 if you're at basically a 50% win rate. You gotta stop her. Draven's dead. How the hell is he even there? I know, I was just critiquing somebody for warding that, but it's a real quick adjustment there. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna try a mandate. So to try to burst down Irelia a little bit more.
My cloak is woven from the whispers of star fields, the secrets of the galaxies, the wind of the seventh moon.
Half mage, half. Oh yeah, Nami.
Swish, swish.
Yeah. I don't think it was necessary, the Spell Thief's nerf, but they are trying to make tank supports like played more often in pro. I mean, that just allows like your jungler and solo laners to play carries more. I think the meta is just better overall from a spectator perspective, from a pro perspective, when engaged supports are the standard. Oh, we did get Irelia, though.
I do what I want.
Did we get drag? No. I can't stop it, though, by myself, obviously. I guess we're trading tier 1 for drag. I mean, it's not the worst in the world, but... I maybe could have played that a little bit better. I got really scared when Irelia hit me with her ult. And just kind of came over that wall.
I'm gonna go stare in the mirror. It's daily affirmation time.
I think Relic Shield, Champions, Leona, Nautilus, stuff like that, I feel like usually there's more action in the bottom lane than like Karma Ezreal versus Caitlyn Lux or something. I mean, Caitlyn Lux, like, Lux does have binds. You got called a bad kisser? Who calls you a bad kisser? That's such a douchebag thing. I don't know. Unless they want to help you or something. I don't know. That's kind of rude, man. Shit, really? How are we losing this? Okay, well. Was that Irelia TP'd in and flanked and killed everybody? Yeah, y'all gotta go try. Yeah, I just might Google that. I mean, everybody's got kind of their taste. Well, I mean, I guess that's a pun about kissing, but everyone has a style of kissing that they, you know, like. Like, some people like more aggressive. Some people like softer kisses. Some people like, you know, a certain degree of tongue or not. You just kind of got to read the person. It can take a little bit to see. I think that's an int, right? Yeah, like. I don't have ult. Dude, we're all just like turbo inting. My god. Kaisa is someone who can take over. And she gets weird. Talking about ADCs that feel like they don't matter sometimes. I mean, Kaisa can die, but she's definitely a brawler. I think we're losing this inhibitor here. Jeez. Yeah, Twitch is kind of rough. How do you get better, boys? I mean, like with most things in life, it's practice. But she's dead, right? Or like I said, I was just trying to emulate what they do. Right? Like, kiss them, and then just kind of be a little slow with it, and just kind of see what they're doing, and sort of read what they're doing. Right? Are they, like, breaking out the tongue? Do they seem kind of aggressive? A lot of people probably kiss the way they want to be kissed. That's not always true, but... But yeah, I don't think there's like one way to be a great kisser, right? It's like, I know that's kind of always the lame generic answer, but it really just depends on the person. Again, some people just like a certain style more so than others. Name change incoming. But yeah, as usual, I think it's just kind of reading. It's kind of reading what they're you know, what they're kind of putting out. Do they seem to be into it? Or are they kind of like recoiling a little bit? Doesn't help to have good oral hygiene too. You know, make sure you're, you know, obviously brushing your teeth, flossing, use like some mints or something, like that helps. I don't know if like cologne or whatever. I've never been like a huge cologne person. Cologne can help, but at least, you know, be like smelling fresh, shower. Like all of that kind of stuff plays into it too. Not just the kiss, but like the, you know, the smell, the ambiance, stuff like that. And, you know, just kind of figure out, like, what, like, I mean, a lot of it depends on the situation, too, but, like, what should you be doing with your hands, you know, where are your hands? Are you putting it, like, on their back, on their shoulder? I don't usually like to grab the, like, put it around their head. I know some people, like, put it on their head or play with their hair or something like that. I don't know. A lot of that, in other words, can help with... So it's not just the kissing, it's like the overall romantic vibe. Like, that's what I think. I mean, some people are just, like, all about the kissing. But to me, it's like, it's a whole vibe kind of thing. Like, there have been some girls that have not been as good of, like, kissers necessarily as others, but they were good at other things. Right? And, like, not just in a sexual way, but they, like, made the vibe, like, sexy or romantic, right? Even if they weren't the best kisser. Yeah, and I mean, again, you gotta find that out. Everybody, again, everybody's, like, you know, so different. There are some standards, or, like, there are some things that seem common, like basics with a lot of people in kind of the romance game, but, you know, as far as just, like, all their little options and flourishes and stuff like that, you know, everybody's a little bit different. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a douchebag comment. I mean, I guess it depends. I don't know your whole situation, obviously, like your social situation, how the line was delivered. But yeah, just critiquing someone's, like, kissing ability or, like, anything about sort of their attractiveness is in poor taste, in my opinion. But, you know, I'm kind of from the South where everybody is, not everybody, but, like, most people are polite and cordial about things. But, yeah, I mean, are you seeing her again? Was this just like a one-time sort of setup, or have you guys been on, like, a few dates? I mean, again, if it's coming from a place of, like, I could, you know, the situation where I could see it where it's not just strictly kind of like D-bag is, like, maybe if she's like, okay, I'm going to stick it out with you. Like, I want to go on more dates, but I want you to be a better kisser. So I want to help you out. Like, that's where, maybe that's what she meant. Like, but I would say just ask her, like, what do you like? Or just be honest. I mean, if she knows your history or something, just say, hey, you know, if you haven't kissed a lot of people, yeah, I mean, just say, all right, hey, I want to learn. Help me out. Just say, I haven't dated a ton of girls, haven't kissed a ton of girls, but I'm willing to learn. Well, what do you like? You know? Sometimes, you know, that's weird sexually. Some people just want you to, like, be able to figure that out, whatever they like, and, you know, they don't want to have to tell you, but, I mean, that is one approach. You can read the situation and just say, alright, I want to work on it, like, help me out. I think that'd be okay. Maybe, you know, maybe she would say, okay, go, like, softer here, more tongue here, less tongue here, you know, whatever. Chapstick, also a good idea. Didn't mention that one earlier.
Hey, I have an evil plan.
You have a plan?
Yeah, Riku and I'll just make
Yeah,
it
I would
go
just
on.
say, I would just ask her. It depends on the girl again. Some girls might be annoyed, but I don't think that many people would be that upset if they ask you, if they critique something about you and you're like, alright, I want to improve. What do you recommend, right?
Because I'm sexy.
I think a lot of people like that you're just listening and you're trying. Not just in between. Okay, well, yeah, that's what some people like.
Danger brings out my bad side.
Kiss on upper, kiss on lower. Some people like some, not a full-on bite. Some people like a little bit more teeth than others,
Minions have spawned.
if that's kind of her thing. Well, I mean, I guess do that then next time. I mean, I could see that, like, a little bit more, like, not just go for it, right, like the full-on hard kiss, go for, like, a little bit more of a tease kind of thing.
Alone forever.
I can respect it.
That's sweet. Stars are just
Yeah, I mean, some people, yeah, the French kiss, some people just like it if you just go for it. Some people like to slow roll it. I mean, that's with a lot of
control.
intimacy.
Anyone have chocolate? I'm craving chocolate.
Some people just, you know, like to, I think the general stereotype is guys just like to, you know, go for the action more, and girls like a little bit more, some girls like a little bit more of a slow roll kind of thing.
You
It depends. Especially, I think, kind of a younger crowd, man. I think maybe as people get a bit older, it's like, hey, man,
I was definitely
let's just,
talking about you, buddy.
let's just do this, and let's just get this done. I'm not trying to spend 3 hours here. I got to get up in the morning and go to AutoZone or something, you know, like, I feel that's how it starts to get when you get a bit older. Or maybe that's just, like, with a longer-term relationship. Just kind of keeping it real a little bit more.
It's gonna be okay.
We can do this.
Hey, what's up, Jason?
I know that.
Lissandra support. I am not winning tonight. We've lost. Did we lose both games or just one? Or maybe have I only played one game? I can't even remember.
Buddy is gonna die.
I think we've lost two.
I can't see you die.
It's whatever. It's always a win hanging out with you
I
guys.
think we got a problem.
Think or no?
I know we got a problem.
I've tried. I think I was trying list support at some point last year. My thing was, it's like, she has a lot of CC, but she's just so close range.
I swear, you loaded it up in there. Do you remember the Afe waterfall?
Die there?
I'd like to go there again.
But we died. Why can't the Starlings just embrace destruction?
Flash on him. Oh my god, she waited too long.
An ally has been slain.
I can't beat him. He still has Grayskin. There you had it. Yeah, 2 games. It's fine. I don't really care. I just played it. Mostly it's just to come and hang out with you guys, and then whatever happens in the games happens. Occasionally we get some, like, exciting stuff. Obviously I like to win, but I'm not as concerned about it as I used to be. Especially now that, you know, it's pretty obvious, like, the channel's just
Start a fight.
in chill mode, right? Because my main thing that I would, like, I am competitive and I like to win, but also, you know, I kind of was, for a while there, I was growing the channel, and I was like, okay, maybe we can, you know, being a higher rank is going to help me out, and it probably does, but...
We won't get separated.
You're already wandering off.
No, I'm not. Hey, look, what I've never seen.
I'm gonna go buy. Ice cream. CP hard doll. Ask your parents for help? For what, kissing? No. Oh, a CPR doll? I mean...
This is the new hotness.
Honestly, I don't know. I think you just have to practice on a person. I mean, you can kind of practice on a doll, but I don't know. To me, it's not really like... Again, there's not a set specific thing that you do. You just kind of like...
Whoa.
figure it out with the person. I mean, there are specific things, but you kind of read the person and see. And it's like, it's a whole vibe. It's not just like, you know, make X physical maneuvers with your lips and your tongue. Like, there's some of that, but it's like the whole intimacy and sort of the setup, right? Like, there's so many other things that go into what I would think of as a good kiss. Like, gotta be like the right mood, the right moment. Like I was saying, like, a bunch of stuff about the ambiance matters. Smelling good, being clean. Even just other physical stuff matters. Like, how close are you to it, right? Like, are you pressed up against her? Are you, like, doing that butt out thing? Or just, like, trying to keep your distance on her? Where else is this going? Right? Is this just a goodbye kiss? Is this just a, we're just going to make out a little bit and that's it? Or is there the prospect of more? That can definitely change the kind of kissing that's going on or the vibe. Is this just a prelude to something else? Are kissing things other than lips an option here?
Fine.
You're pushing yourself too hard.
It has to be done.
So all of those can kind of like, you know, change the vibe.
What's after this?
Yeah.
Another rope?
I think, I mean, to me, I don't know. This girl sounds like she's kind of caught up on it, but to me, it's like, if the rest of the vibe is good, it really doesn't. Like, it's just part of the greater picture. It's fine. Like, I think you could make up for it with other stuff.
Well, that's just an invasion of privacy.
But yeah, I mean, it sounds like she likes kind of, based on what you said, maybe a slower roll, maybe a little bit more of a tease kind of thing. So just kind of take your time,
Where are we going?
You forgot the
see what she's into.
Yeah. Hey, have you seen his cape?
She may not tell you verbally, you gotta read some of that non-verbally, right? It's the way that she's moving, if she makes any sort of sounds that sound good or whatever, like,
Do I make you happier?
do
Hans?
more of that.
Every day of my life.
You know, kind of explore that a little bit more.
What we have is greater than
Here's like a scientist. You're in there, you're just kind of experimenting, you're sort of seeing what's making, what's getting the right kinds of noises or the right kinds of movements, and do more of that. We maybe get out if I don't ult there, but I don't think so. Someone flash. He flashed.
where do we go?
Wherever our heart's desire.
Yeah, again, like, what some person considers bad kissing, another person might like, right? So, like, just getting straight to it, being direct, not, like, beating around the bush, right? If you just go straight for the full-on kiss or the French kiss or whatever, and you don't play around with the lip thing that she's talking about. Some girls might like that. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't take it too personally. Like, it is, she's talking about you, so it is kind of personal, right? But it's different for each person then.
An enemy has been slain.
They deserve it?
They deserved it. If you don't don't want to do
I think as long, you know, again, as long as the timing is right, that it's not like a weird situation that she wants to be kissed and you're kissing her, and that everything, you know, a lot of the vibe is good, I think that the technique is probably not going to matter as much most of the time, right? As long as you're not smelling like a trash can or, you know, just otherwise like creating a weird vibe.
more than yesterday, less than tomorrow.
Breathing like super heavy on her or something. Okay, I gotta do mercs here. I feel like I'm trolling if I don't do mercs. And I guess just
Life is way more fun when you get
I'll do it's a pretty weak buy, but I'll just go ahead and get Fairy Charm. I guess that'll let me trade a little bit more.
my cloak is
I never practiced before I first get. Yeah, it was me too. It was just kind of like, it's just each girl's a little different, you know, and they'll just kind of let you know, and you just sort of explore. But it was like my kids were like in the context of relationships, right? So it's like we knew it wasn't like a one-time thing, right? Like we're gonna be able to work on this, especially kind of like my first serious girlfriend in high school. I don't think she'd ever really had much of another like boyfriend
I love you.
of note. I mean, I think maybe she dated one or two other guys, but like wasn't like that much experience. So it's not like she's a grandmaster kisser either. Like we were both just kind of figuring that out. But you know, if this girl's more, I think the best thing is again just like ask her. Sounds like you asked her. She gave you some tips, and then just listen and learn. What would I do as runes? I think back in the day I did Aftershock, but I don't know if that's still the thing or not. Unlike Lysandra. I don't know. What else is there? Glacial? Glacial could be good. Yeah, maybe Glacial if you want to get Hourglass. I don't know if Hourglass is like too bad now that it's like 3,000 gold, but obviously that's a clutch item on her. So if you're going to get Hourglass, maybe Glacial, because then that gives you even more CC, and you get the time stopwatch, which reduces the cost of Hourglass by 250, I think. So yeah, Even Shroud, that's true too. Even Shroud can be good.
You are stunning and beautiful.
Why, thank you, darling.
Yes, I was definitely talking about you.
Yeah, TK's annoying as hell. This is the third Irelia game in a row, isn't it?
Most good guys are just kidding themselves.
Yeah, Even Shroud's a pretty good idea too. Well, as far as items. Yeah, I mean, you're mostly, like, she's there for the CC, right? Like, she doesn't scale that well with AP. So yeah, I like Even Shroud. It's easy to apply it to a lot of people, too. Wow. I got that deep control ward, huh?
I'm so tired.
You gotta rest, honey.
Everyone is depending on me.
Everyone can wait. I love evil. Evil loves me.
Yeah, I think we get this tower, though. Maybe.
It's gonna be okay.
That's kind of a bold W over, but I just want to use that blast plant.
Forget
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, burn is cool, but I think she's just too close combat. I think you need some kind of defense with her, or you're just gonna die, especially as support. So yeah, I like that. Even Shroud into Hourglass, something like that. I mean, you're the master player, man. You're probably gonna have a better sense of it than I will, but I do think that I do like the even Shroud idea. I think just seeing yourself as like a utility engage with like a little bit of a splash of AP is probably the way to kind of think about her. Is Garen coming? That's true. It felt like he should have known, or like somehow they knew that we were taking that. So I guess they warded over the wall or something. Yeah, when Irelia gets powered up like that, that's spooky.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Killing spree.
I don't know. I think even Shroud's pretty underrated. I think it's good. It's really good on Rakan actually too. I've been thinking about going back to it. Because like you get the defense, which is really nice. Like I am missing that. Like Shirelia's is good, but you can get blasted. Like you get blown up, especially if you go Mejai's. You don't want to die. Can we kill her?
An enemy has been slain.
You're pushing yourself.
Yeah, she just couldn't help herself. Like, she knew I was there. There's no way, with Zaya having ult and me having ult, that you're ever gonna kill us with just, Blather and King right there.
Good thing I didn't do anything embarrassing.
Just How do the Star Guardians see anything?
I don't like Locket. I think Locket is... It just almost always has a low win rate. It's like... It does have a high impact shield. Like, if you give the shield to, like, 3 or 4 people, I guess, every time, maybe. Even Shroud is nice because it gives you the defense, at least from a Rakan perspective. It gives you the defense that you really want so you don't get one-shotted, especially if you get Mejai's.
Have you seen his cape?
But it also improves the offense of your allies. The bad part is that early game you don't get any amp tomes, so it is a little bit harder to kind of snowball an advantage.
Where'd they go?
Can we Baron? It's a little bit early. Zaya's banged up. Probably not. Imperial could be okay. Yeah. Give you a little bit more damage. That's the thing with me, is it's like, at least with Rakan, it's like, I think even Shroud would, in a lot of team fights, might give you more damage than Imperial. I'm not sure. But Imperial gives you the AP. And it has the Amp Tomes. Which the Amp Tome is a big deal. Like, early back, if you get the Amp Tome, like, it's definitely, you get the kill or not when you all in, once you hit level 6 with Ignite, if you have an Amp Tome, a lot of times. Like, it definitely is a very big deal, because Rakan has very good AP ratios. And his W does quite a bit of damage. I cannot let Mord ult me, though. Oh, he got... Oh, does he have QSS? Well, he ran bottom. I don't know if we're gonna have time, maybe. How did he get out of that so fast? Radiant is extremely good, but it's very, very expensive on a support budget. 3,200 is really pushing it. Yeah, they have some healing.
What would you do if I died?
I would burn this world to the ground and build a castle from the ashes where I would live alone forever.
Now, one thing also is Imperial does give 15 AP still. So that's actually, that's pretty legit as its mythic passive. Shirelia's is just like 5 ability haste or something. Way, way worse.
Leaving a dark, very good-looking soul.
Unstoppable. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Fiddle just feels so bad, like, if you're behind. It's just so sad, like, you're looking for these flanks, and you just can't get them.
This is ambush territory.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Never mind.
Finally got him. Even Shroud isn't even Shroud. It's you personally. Oh shit. Okay, I just lagged really hard. It's like you personally get what, 10 armor and magic resist or something, or maybe 5 per item. 10 sounds like a lot. It's probably 5. I need to actually get more wards for that. Five and 5, yeah. That's still kind of wimpy. I'd rather have 15 AP. Mandate does give movement speed too.
Zaya, I think we got a problem.
But it's like for each person, what do you're so you're doing what, like 200 damage versus an extra 10% damage from Even Shroud. Right, so it's like, are they going to be doing 2,000 damage? Like each person doing 2,000 damage in a fight? Probably not, right? So like just doing 200 flat from Radiant might be better as far as just like damage is concerned. Even Shroud RFD. Or RFC? Rapid Fire Cannon? Did I read it wrong? I know what you mean. Unless RFD is something else. I think you mean Rapid Fire Cannon, right? Oh, for TF support? Is that what you're doing? I've thought about TF support. Yeah, just like lots of gold cards. I mean, a 2-second point-click stun is pretty good. It's just the rest of his kit's kind of whatever. You don't get the gold. Yeah, I knew what you meant. But, like, obviously you have the mobility, you've got the stun, you've got a little bit of wave clear. But, wait, did we lose 2 games? I thought I had 20. LP. Did I not? Oh, we went 1-1. Yeah, we won the Caitlyn game. So yeah, we won, bumped up to about 40, 39, whatever, then we lost, went back down to 20, and then we just won again. Moved back up to about 40. Alright, well, unfortunately, that's got to be it for me. I wish I could hang out and play one with Jason. I know he's probably going to be home soon, but I do have a full day of conferences tomorrow from like 9 to 4, basically. So which means I don't get an afternoon nap. So I've got to get at least, 6 or 7 hours, and I'm, trying to work out, eat better, and just live a healthier lifestyle. So that means I need to try not to do those 4-hour days anymore. I don't need to be doing that. But anyways, okay, well, it was great hanging out with you guys. As always, it's tons of fun. I'm going to see, like I said, if I can be a bit more consistent. The wife and I, we might go out one night, Friday or Saturday, we'll see, for some drinks or dinner or something. So depending on how it goes, I might miss one of those nights, but I might be able to come on later. We'll see. But I'm going to try to be consistent and see if I can get in a little bit more. It's just the whole get up at 6:45 is tricky. But now I could send Rory to the school bus at 6:45, but then I still have to take Rowan in a daycare. So, well, Jason's on right now. Okay, I'll play one. I mean, I do want to play with Jason. It's not like I don't want to play with Jason. It's just thinking of the sleep. I'll play one with Jason since he literally just got on this moment. Get Roy driving. I need to. But either way, I mean, Like, I could take... She also has fun with me dropping her off, and that's not going to last forever, probably. Because I get to put her on my shoulders and then just run her in. Like, I run her across the parking lot, or, like, the little sidewalk or whatever. I put her up on my shoulders and let her, like, ride me like a horse. And then all the kids kind of look, and they're like, wow, that's fun. So she gets to kind of be a VIP, rolling up. So she has a lot of fun with it.
Alright. What up, dude?
What up, homie? Let's get some dubs.
That's right.
I don't know, what did I say that was probably, as far as time goes? I mean, it just depends on how long the game takes, but... Oh. Man, I was feeling it. I did even more on my legs today, and I'm already starting to feel it. I'm like, oh god, it's gonna be rough tomorrow.
Yeah. I know the feeling.
I did try to do a little bit of cardio too. I need to start doing some more cardio. My legs are always so tired from legs, but if I do the cardio first and then legs.
No pain, no gain.
That's right. I need to be working out my heart. That's an important muscle. So I need to get
It is.
some cardio. Man, the running just feels rough. I might like just run around kind of my property, but like my ankle, it's like I gotta do it because it's like it's uneven. There's like a bunch of little hills and divots and things, and oh man, the pool just needs to open back up so I can do swimming instead.
Yeah,
I've always kind of liked running, but man, I like swimming a lot, a lot more if you have a good place to do it. And the water is not too cold. Especially when it's like really hot outside, it's nice because it's like you're in water, so it's like technically you're sweating, but it's not the same. It just feels just a little bit more refreshing. And it's the full body thing. Whoever shall I play?
Let's dance.
Ha.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I never was a huge fan of swimming, but I started doing it at night last summer, and it was good. It definitely burns more calories than running. And it's kind of full body. It's sort of nice because I can just put on this like my phone out there and just put on some music and just kind of swim. I don't have any like headphones for running. I could do that too. Just get like some little AirPods or whatever, but it's cool. I mean, my technique I'm sure is horrible, but I'm not really like timing it or anything. I just basically just am out there for a set amount of time. Like, okay, I'm gonna swim for 30 minutes, or I'm gonna swim for an hour, or whatever. I just kind of do the best I can. And I really don't crank the cardio like too much. I'm not like sprinting across the pool, you know. Yeah, exactly. My knees weren't hurting too bad. Usually when I try to get back into running after I haven't done it for a while, I'll feel it. But I think it's because I wasn't running on concrete. For most of it, I was running on grass. So I think that helps. It was like a little trickier on my ankle because it's just like uneven ground for a lot of it. It's like some kind of a hill. Running like sort of sideways on hills and things. Leaves and... So my ankle, like, wasn't loving it, but I think it's the running on the concrete that made, like, my knees really, like, not feel good in the past. Oh no, Ghost. I guess on Zaya that's okay.
Find out.
Whatever you do today, you'll pay for later. Good or bad. Yeah, it's true. Once 50 hits, I'm screwed. I already know. Maybe, yeah. A lot of stuff does stack up over a long period of time, but I think your body does a good job of repairing quite a few things, especially when you're younger, but I don't feel super young these days. I know if I like make it to 60 or 70, I'll look back, you know, when I was in my 30s and be like, oh man, I was so young, you know, but I feel like some of the
So, this mission.
can't get away with as much stuff.
Are you pretending to be dumb?
Well,
Cartilage is not one of them. I guess that's true, yeah.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
They'll have a cure for it by then. Whatever it is. That's what I always say.
30 seconds until minions
Oh my god,
spawn.
bro.
What?
We have a Lulu top.
Oh, shit. Yeah, maybe we should have dodged. I wasn't paying attention to that. I mean, we do have
Me
3
either.
carries, but...
why can't the Star Guardians just embrace destruction?
They're too busy building things.
PTA, Lulu, top. God. Dude, we get to goofy as shit, like, lately.
That's
Minions
awesome.
have spawned.
Whenever you get on. I don't know what it is. Well, actually, last night, I guess the really bad comps were before you got on.
We must keep moving.
Or the night before last. I think we had like an okay comp, we just lost, but the ones before that were bad.
Dust it off.
Not probably
Dude,
as
I
bad
guess
as Lulu,
like the game that I played last night with Brad, we had a Senna top, so I guess I mean
but...
I guess whatever.
I mean, they do have like a Gnosis middle, to be fair.
Because I'm sexy.
God, now.
Love is so cruel.
So it's like at least you basically get a free mid.
Don't say that right now.
I know. Bottom is going to be probably kind of rough, though. It's still an extremely oppressive lane.
How do you like me today?
Yesterday was tomorrow.
Lucian, I think, is the spookiest early game ADC. Like, Draven kind of is too, but Lucian... If the Lucian is good and like knows how to combo, just does so much damage, and he's really hard to engage on. But especially with the Nami.
Why, thank you, darling.
Yes, I was definitely talking
I'm gonna
about
get shield. I don't think we're gonna be able to fight him like anytime super soon. Best champ in the game?
You gonna marry me?
I mean, Annie has a really high win rate.
I always do.
I mean, it kind of depends. We talking just like statistics or... I mean, I think a lot of people would say most ELO brackets with low to moderate practice on the champion, probably Maokai.
It's gonna be
You can do this.
Maokai's really easy to play. He's very good at jungle, very, like, pretty good at support. So I'd say probably Maokai. But you're not going to, like, 1v9 with Maokai, right? So, like, if we're thinking, like, hard carry champs... Irelia seems pretty good. Azir, a lot of people would consider Azir to be really good.
the sky.
What's that?
Like, if you have practice on him, if you want to carry. Yeah, so I would say just like low to moderate practice,
Going.
Maokai,
No.
like lots of practice, probably Azir or Irelia. Cassante was pretty OP for a hot minute there, but I think they've nerfed him enough where maybe he's manageable. Oh, Jax. Jax a pretty big one. Like top lane.
I think we got a problem.
Think or no?
No, we got a problem?
If he dashes forward, I think we can fight him. Especially with Nami's stuff down. She really needed to not get hit by that bubble. Can't believe he lane ganked. Like, there's been no action in this lane. GOAT champ of all time in League.
Everyone can see you.
Yeah, that's what I like.
For support? I mean, over the last 6 or 7 years, Rakan, but he hasn't been around for that long. I mean, I would say, like, in Pro, probably Braum, maybe Thresh. In Pro play, for a lot of since Rakan came out, he's one of the winningest ones. I think he has 2 world skins. And, like, probably, how many, he's been around for 6 worlds? I think he's been a top 3% win rate support for probably at least 4 of those, if not 5. For everyone. Solo queue and pro, everything. Hold on, let me think. Champ is like almost always broken. See, it's hard because they weren't all like released at the same time. But who's like almost always historically, like he just, that champ's just always playable and good. I mean, if we're talking like, I mean, it depends on different things, obviously, but like, for like boosting,
What are those things the Star Guardian?
or
Shoes.
it's like smurfing out of low elo, probably like Master Yi or something. Champ's like always good. You know, I wanted to say like something like reworked Irelia is probably in the conversation. Azir has been in the spotlight quite a bit. That's for like pro though. Azir or Rise, but Rise has kind of been bad for quite a while. No, she's gonna kill you, dude. Oh my god, and she walks. The Xayah just like straight inted. Chasing her down. I mean, I guess at least the wave's in a pretty good spot. I mean, like, of one tricks, I was gonna say like Riven or Yasuo of one tricks. Yeah, support, I think Braum, Nautilus, or like more recently Rakan. I mean, jungler, especially at high elo, probably Lee Sin. Feels like Lee is almost always relevant. It's, you know, he hasn't been like amazing for the last like year or two, but I think that's
Not saying
rare. I don't like Kate. Like ADC. Oh my god, dude, she just gets stuffed so often. Oh my god, she missed the stun. Or the root. I don't have a lot of stuff, man.
I'm backing up.
Yeah. Dude, I don't have shit. Like, just leave, man.
You know my love will save you.
What we have is greater than
GP. Yeah, GP's a good one for top. I mean, solo queue Menace, like maybe Darius, but I'm gonna do Ionians. This could be dumb, but I'm gonna wait and get a book here. But yeah, GPs. There's been a lot of bad GPs though, historically. Poppy's had very few metas where she's highly dominant. I think for pro, I think GP is a very good call. He's almost always good in pro. I mean, the reworks like Aatrox has been pretty good fairly often over the last 3 or 4 years. For ADC? Honestly? As much as I hate to... I was gonna say like Ezreal, at least in pro. Okay, we got the ult. He's missing waves?
An enemy has been slain.
No, I'm ready. Nah, being a handsome villain is a good look for me. You thinking about me?
I'm a little busy.
That's very upsetting.
Why didn't she just run though?
An enemy has been slain.
Like after she got the root, she could have just run.
Ooh, just killed Aatrox.
Ha! Alright, well. Yeah, mid? I mean, for a long time, it's probably Orianna, at least in pro. I'm trying to think like solo queue. Kali has been quite good for the last few seasons since her rework.
Gonna go stare in the mirror. It's daily affirmation time, Dark matter, slap.
I mean, I really need to buy, but I can maybe wait on Mejai's here. Yeah, Nar's a good one. Nice, and we got the flash. And the heal. Okay, that was very good. How is he so far behind? I guess Zaya has gotten several of the kills, even though she's died herself. That's Gale Force versus non-Gale Force.
Enemy missing.
I think Fiddle just dies if he ults us here.
An
Yeah,
ally
let's...
has been slain.
Shin is pretty good.
How do the Star Guardians see anything?
Yeah, I'd say Ezreal, and at least in pro, is on the short list. Kai'Sa, Kai'Sa, like, since Kai'Sa came out, she's almost always been meta. I mean, she's relatively new, right? Was she, like, season 7 or something? But...
Oh, fuck me.
An ally
I
has
am
been
so
slain.
far past redemption, I am in fun zone. Population Rakan.
Maybe we can get Lucian to AFK.
An enemy has been slain.
You guys get mid Turks, they're post sweet, nice.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Nice.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, we're taking everything here.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Okay, last time it was totally like
What was?
good answer. If you knew the answer.
Hubba hubba.
No, that's not what
I don't know why, like, oh, maybe he just kills Nami here. She kills Nami. Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna just try a Mandate again. Extra AP right now. Extra damage. Golden Doodle. Thresh. Yeah. I mean, he's like best design support. And yeah, he is good with one tricks and most meta. He almost never has a super high win rate in pro, but or in solo queue, but yeah, he's still like pretty good. I kind of need to play around Zaya, but
Life is way more fun if you give up the rules.
okay.
Except for my hair.
Shit, the TV coming in. And I'm
Oh
not
my
gonna be
god,
there.
what the fuck feared me?
You have been slain. An ally has been slain.
He just straight queued me? Well, that's obnoxious. That was like right when I was gonna flash in and charm everybody else too. Like that was a pretty bad fight. We were all split up.
I'm trying. I might be able to be there.
I probably just gotta get it, I think.
Kill evil, but you can't wear it like
Shut down.
stars are just sad.
Blast, now Fiddle's fucking
bones
fed.
floating in space, revolving endlessly.
And I didn't get the mercs.
I love evil, and evil love.
Play her on top. I'm just gonna play wherever Zaya is. She's our money. Oh man, she went PD though? Really? What is with the PDs lately? It's like quick blades, man.
Really? What is it? I'm not gonna tell you. That's the really cunning bit.
feel like it's gonna be like Fiddle's gonna be in there or something.
Where'd they go?
Shut down.
Notice this guy. No,
An enemy has been slain.
Nice.
You forgot the plan.
Fiddle's okay. You guys see him.
Enemy killing.
Do you have ult or no?
Yeah, he ulted already.
Okay, so he doesn't have ult. That's what we want to know.
See if I can pressure this tower to make him come to me. Oh yeah. Perfect.
Yes. Could say it.
Okay, I'm not going here. Say this.
Okay.
Ooh, Riku. Let's destroy everything they hold here and then laugh in their faces.
I think it's I don't know. Caitlyn. It's just like the parameters of that question. It's so different. Like we're talking MJ versus LeBron.
Pushing yourself too.
You know, we're talking an actual like person who hasn't been patched. You know, hasn't been updated, and is just for professional level play. Oh my god! Dude, that was so fucking long! Well, I guess I should have just gone for Fiddle. I thought I could tap Lucian and then get Fiddle, but he keeps fearing me instead of, like, Zaya. I guess I was the only target there.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Yeah. MJ was so well designed, he wasn't reworked. That's true. Yeah, Caitlyn almost always... Well, the thing is, she's not played a lot in pro. I don't think. These days, obviously, she is. Like, if she's OP, she's super oppressive. So that's the problem with Caitlyn, is she often gets nerfed pretty quickly if she's ever played in pro. So someone who is usually just allowed to be, like a good, safe pick in a lot of metas, I think, is Ezreal. Kai'Sa, though, like... Since her release, I feel like she's almost always been very good and a 1v9 type of champ.
They're coming from behind.
Yeah.
An ally has been slain.
Nice, that was good. Oh, I didn't...
Rampage.
Nice. Oh, damn, she died.
Safety is boring, Riku. Let's start a fight. I only believe in myself. Forget my name, just call for the Lord of Darkness, Prince of Evil, the Emperor of Hotness.
I guess I'll go bottom.
Okay.
When Zaya and I were abandoned on the desolate
It
planet,
really should probably be Lulu bottom,
I
but
don't like being alone.
that's if she's not gonna do it.
Spiky space squids are
fine.
the worst.
Your team has destroyed.
Yeah, that's the thing about Kaisa. I remember that's probably the worst call LS has ever had. My worst call was Rakan. I didn't think Rakan was that great on release. He's like, okay. LS thought Kaisa was garbage on release. He's like, oh, it's just about her overtuned stats. If she doesn't have overtuned stats, like her kid is bad. I'm like, what are you smoking, dude? She can go invisible. She has an attack speed steroid. She has a dash.
Under the Afe waterfall?
She has an E dash. She has an R that gives her a huge shield and also allows her to reposition. She's got poke with her W. Good assassination, good sustained damage, mixed damage, so it's hard to itemize against her.
Nasus is coming, you guys.
Okay. Do what? Top forest? Okay.
Oh,
There.
bottom.
Bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do we go?
Wherever our hearts desire.
Is that gorgeous thing over there?
Now's not the time, darling.
It's always the time. Coming. I am Rakan.
The accent?
Trying something new. You like it?
No.
Sunfire cape on Kaisa. I mean, if it works. I guess I'm just got 1,000 gold. A little awk. Yeah, I think Kaisa is definitely in the conversation. She's like a newer release champ. It's either Ezreal or Kaisa for that.
As far as the eye can see.
Top lane in pro is probably like, what, GP or Gnar, I think was a good one. I wish they would make Gnar where you could control his ult and just like nerf him and build around that.
I can't see you die.
God, come on.
Embrace the crazy.
I'm not sure where Nasus is at. Coming.
Nos has so much weight clear with that. Vi's pushing middle though.
Thanks.
Blue did that just to heal him, I guess. Healer. Yeah, we probably should have done Baron. I don't know. A lot of them are alive. I guess Fiddle was not, though. We have time? Trade. Guess we'll get Future Fire.
I get don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, I already got it.
Oh, okay. Alright, that's fine.
It's fine. I already had Oblivion Orb. I don't have any space to get anything else. I'll do a better job calling that out. I didn't notice you had it too.
Well,
Yeah, I think Jhin and
Nasus.
Thresh are great.
Can't do this alone.
If we're talking GOAT design, yeah, Thresh. I still like Rakan's design too, but Thresh is the best. I mean, they're probably gonna get that, I assume. Yeah. Now they do get a shutdown for that too, which is not amazing for us, but
Come back.
What would you do if I died?
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna die for her though. Damn it. Lost 10 stacks off Mejai's. And she dies anyways. Why do people... I mean, I guess with Baron, like, splitting is okay. I mean, really, that was on Zaya getting caught like that. And I guess you do want one person in a side lane with Baron, but it's just... That's the story of, like, every throw. It feels like in gold, like, 90% of them are someone is split. If you're really far ahead, usually just group up and you just win. Like, group up, start a fight, force action. Especially like we have Vi and me, like we can force fights.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
How do the Star Guardians see anything? Their sparkles are so darn...
So even though I lost those stacks, it's still worth, but yeah, ADC design, what are some of the best ones? I think Ezreal's up there. Like, he's so unique. I know I give Ezreal a hard time, so a lot of like solo queue Ezreal's really bad, but he is a very powerful champion. He is unique. A lot of the best ones are not traditional ADC design, though. That's what's funny. Like Jhin. Yeah, like when I think traditional ADC design, I'm thinking you stand way the hell back and you just auto attack a lot, and you position, you auto attack, right? Like a Vayne, or Caitlyn or whatever. But it's like Jhin, who's basically a caster that auto attacks, or Ezreal, who's basically a caster that auto attacks.
Make sure there's a ward.
Yeah, there's a lot over here.
Yeah, I see him.
How about we get some grub?
A nice dinner?
Chocolate galaxy bars.
That's not what.
Yeah, they're kind of splitting up again, but if we get a catch, I guess we can, but it's like...
An enemy has been slain.
Bro.
Or we just do that to him. It's good too. The thing about Mejai's on Rakan, like, it feels greedy because it's like, oh, you're just personally getting a lot of AP instead of getting stuff to help your allies, but, like, your shield scales so well with AP that you're, like, getting a lot bigger shields by getting more AP. What's up, Tanner? I mean, Misfortune is an interesting design, too. Death Cap Rakan. As soon as they make it a support item, I'll do it. I wish they had a smaller Death Cap. Like a 2500. But it's just not designed to be a support item. I wish Hourglass was more... I like it as a 2500 gold item. I wish they'd just take off some stuff, but it's just too strong, I guess, as utility. Hourglass is probably the GOAT item. It's a really obnoxious item, but I think it's creates some of the most interesting like gameplay moments of any item when it's balanced. When you're, you know, paying an appropriate opportunity cost for it, I think that now the rune that gives you the stopwatch, that's obnoxious. But I think that Hourglass itself is a very like fun and interesting item. But anyways, well, I got to roll out, unfortunately. But that was good. We got a dub.
One more game. I'm just kidding.
I really wish I could, man. If I could, like, get up at 9 or something, that'd be great. But I got to get up at 6:45. Or if I could just sleep in the afternoon.
Right.
But I got to deal with these punks all day. No, they're cool. But, anyways. All right, man. Well, oh, did you see? There's a, the newest patch notes, they're changing some stuff around that's interesting. Azir's getting a little change. But with the with ranked now, they're gonna make the standard plus minus 22 instead of 15.
Are you serious?
They're doing it.
Phew. Let's go.
That's gonna be amazing, and they're not bringing back the stupid like promotions or anything, and yeah, so that's gonna be great. And they said in their example, they're like, we feel like it's like pushing a boulder uphill to have plus minus 15. We want people to feel like they can make more progress. It's like, well, no shit, like.
Yeah, like come on.
Yeah, I mean, it evens out over time. Like, they're afraid that people are just gonna like get lucky and get into some rank they don't belong in, I guess, or whatever. But it's more fun when there's streaks, right? When you can go on a streak and actually make progress. Or even if you lose, it sucks. You lose a lot, but then you kind of want to get it back. So it's like, I think it's just better for the game. It adds more excitement to have higher plus minus. So.
No, yeah, I'm down.
That's gonna be
Sure,
hype.
that's gonna be
Faster to get to plat.
When is that?
Starting tomorrow, I think.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. All right, man.
All right, man.
I'll catch you next time. Have a good one.
You too.
So I'll see if I can do a patch notes video maybe tomorrow, or I might just do the support tier list and talk about it. I don't think there's that much. I mean, let me just look real quick. Most of the changes were good. I think Freak is mostly calling the shots on these patch notes, or he's doing a lot of it. And I really like where he's, the direction that he's going with a lot of stuff. So let me just skim it real quick, but I do have to get out of here. Okay, Ari is somewhat of an interesting champ. So I kind of like it when she's viable. She's got a lot of dashes and stuff. It's just, I think she should have to hit the charm to kill you. If she can kill you without hitting the charm, I think she's probably too strong. Yeah, 140 seconds for that ult just feels really, like, not good. That's her whole identity. I mean, they want to, like, maybe make her weaker at times, but I think this is probably a good move. Because that's, like, her whole identity is those jumps. Because it's her damage and it's her mobility. Alistar, they really want AP Alistar to be a thing. I mean, they need to add more like AP tank items if this is what they're trying to do with these different tanks. It's like Demonic is just not a great support item in general. It's just too expensive, and it's kind of tanky. But yeah, like Hourglass again would be great if they would just make Hourglass basically a support item for engaged supports. 2,500 gold, nerf a lot of the stats. Amumu. I don't know why they're nerfing him. I feel like Amumu's not that good. Incredibly strong jungler? They always do this to poor Amumu. Like, anytime he's viable, they just nerf the shit out of him. I mean, I never play him. I don't have a horse in the race. It's just sad that he gets nerfed. I mean, okay, he is 54% win rate, but it's like a lot of junglers are 53 or 54% win rate, right? Like, so is Rammus. I don't know. I'm just sad because now people may not pick him as much as support. And I like beating him. Okay, Anivia is getting nerfed. Okay, I mean, again, she has kind of a higher win rate, but I feel like she's not that impressive. Annie definitely needs to be nerfed. I haven't seen her taking over my games, but obviously she's got like a 55% win rate, so she's good. When Faker picks Annie in a pro game, you know it's time. Time for some nerfs. Okay, less base shield. That's quite a bit less at 25. Alright. And then a little bit. I don't like the nerf to ult cooldowns. I think that, like, most champions, unless it's like a global or like massive, high impact AoE team fighting ult, should be lower cooldown. I think they should be like 120 is like the standard. And then for like fast ult champions like Zed and stuff like that, you could, you know, obviously you can go down lower. But I just don't like getting over 120 on most normal champions. Like, why does Janna have 150 seconds on her ult? You know what I mean? Like, Karthus having a 3-minute ult makes sense, because that's one of the most powerful ults, like, in the game, right? Like, Soraka having a long cooldown on the ult, because it's global. I don't like Galio and like TF. I mean, I guess. Anyways, this is not how I would nerf her. I would nerf, like, this shield is the problem. But okay, Aphelios. I don't know why he's not played. He's just too complex for me to really understand. I don't feel like this is going to make a huge difference. Maybe it will. Don't people do the lethality on him first, usually? What is the choice? Flat AD, lethality, or attack speed? I feel like attack speed would be the not a super popular one. Because a lot of his damage is from his abilities. I think. I don't know. There's a lot going on with him. Azir, lower base mana. So not as much harassment early, and your W isn't longer cooldown early. I don't know what you max second. I assume it's probably W second. I think it's Q first, right? W second. I mean, the thing that I've heard that makes Azir too strong is his safety early on. So if I was going to think about nerfing Azir, I would probably nerf the cooldown on his E and make it longer. If that's what they're concerned with. But Emperor's Divide getting like 75 more base damage at level 11 and a higher AP ratio is pretty massive. This too is really good, although I don't know how often he's actually running into somebody with his E for the damage. But that is a lot of damage on his all-in though. That's an extra 0.3 combined with an extra 75, 115 base. Yeah, I feel like it's a buff. I mean, at really high ranking play again, where like every mana matters and every auto attack matters in lane, maybe that's neutral, but I wish Cho could be a support. I mean, he's got his Q for knockup and his W scream is cool, but like, you need to get chomps with your ult. I think if they made it to where if you chomp somebody and they die within 5 seconds or something, you get a stack, maybe he could be a support then. If it wasn't like you have to execute him to get the stack. I mean, obviously they'd have to balance it, but I think he could be an interesting support then. Like, he's got sustain in lane, potentially, but I don't know if he's going to get played a ton. Yeah, his kit is just, it's too, there's too much counterplay, I think, especially top lane. As a support, I think he could have a home. Because then you get to hang out in the bushes more, use the Q to like combo things. You got your Scream for an AoE silence in team fights. You'd have high like base health. Yeah, I mean, he is getting 20 extra damage on the Q. And the mana cost is a pretty big deal, like 20 less mana on the W. And the mana cost on this, but yeah, it's probably not enough. Okay, at least damage getting nerfed, whatever, sure. She is probably a little bit on the strong side, especially for pro. Jarvan, Aegis cooldown is 9 seconds. You don't usually use this multiple times in a Jarvan fight. Usually he just like, you know, ults somebody and the fight's over in like less than 5 seconds. Jax, less health early. 685 level 1 health is absurd. That's like more than most tanks. And I didn't read everything about the Jax reworks. I don't know all of this for sure, like what's going on here. This actually feels like a huge buff though. Dodging attacks increases the base damage on it, not just the bonus. Or no, increases the bonus, not just the base. So that seems pretty good. So what, he's losing AP scaling? Do people even build AP on him? I mean, I know like historically he can build stuff like Nashers, but I thought common builds now were just like Bruiser. Oh, I didn't realize it counts on minions attacks. That's pretty troll. And then Grandmaster. A little bit less on hit damage. Okay. Maybe some AP. What's up, Stay Entranced? Sorry, I got like something caught in my throat. I don't know what's going on. Okay, probably doesn't matter. Maybe it does. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. For, Malphite. Maokai. I thought this was a buff when I saw this, right? Like, to 270. 4% of the target's max health. So yeah, it's more damage. They're lowering the cooldown. This doesn't matter. Like, you're not casting. I mean, like, it kind of does. But I don't know. I don't think that matters too much. And then it's doing, like, marginally less damage. It's, like, hurting the AP build. But I think, like, the tank-ish kind of build is stronger. The slow is a lot less. I don't know. Like, they're not really nerfing his CC, which I think is what's really making him strong. If they wanted to nerf him, I would just nerf his jungle clear. Like, nerf how much damage Q does to minion or monsters or something. Because I think he's fine in, like, top and bottom. It's just jungle. This is pretty nice. I wish they'd lower the mana even more so you could actually just spam this in lane, but maybe that's too good for mid. I just kind of wish, like, Ori could be a support. That'd be cool. But Riven. Okay, I don't really know how much of a buff that is. Oh, okay, so you can take towers faster with your ult. Okay. Samira's really good right now, but I'm not sure if she's over the line. The lifesteal is pretty obnoxious on her, so I'm okay with that. I wish they'd give her, like, maybe a little bit of something extra if they're gonna nerf this. But maybe she's fine either way. Senna gets 0.4. Okay, so attack speed's a little bit better, so that's for, like, ADC Senna. Physical damage up a little bit early on. Has higher bonus AD scaling. And the cooldown is lower. I like this. Again, I don't... 160 is... I know it's, like, basically global, but it's not, like, guaranteed, right? It's still kind of a skill shot. I mean, it's really fast. Like, it's easier to hit, obviously, than, like, an Ashe or Ezreal, but... it's not like Karthus. So... I like that. I think this is good. I think Senna's a very interesting champ. I don't like it when she's in the meta because she's good against Rakan, but I think she is an interesting, unique ADC. Yeah, I know they nerfed his jungle speed, like, last patch. Like, they nerfed the Q directly, I think, and they nerfed Demonic, but... Or are they nerfing Demonic here? Okay. Okay, maybe they think this nerf is going to be enough for Maokai. That is true. I don't know how that's going to affect him, but you're right. Maybe that will be enough. I guess that's true, Del. That's a good point. As far as, like, Maokai's Z's. Okay, Thresh. Great champion. He's been in the gutter for a while. They need to, like, increase his survivability. Just make his armor normal armor for a tank. Right? Like, Nautilus level armor. And just make the souls increase his damage or his AP. If that's what they want. Like, they don't need to tie... Like, I don't like how they make his survivability, like, scaling and contingent on getting the souls, because it just makes it too hard to all in the mid game. Like, he's pretty good early levels, like, level 1, 2, and 3, but then he just is like paper. He has really low base armor, too, so if you get caught, like, if Leona catches you or Nautilus or something, like, you're in big trouble. I think, as Thresh early on. So that's what I would like to see them give him, is just more survivability. Make him an actual tank so he can get in close, use that flay, use more hooks. Because right now, a lot of people play him as almost Enchanter-esque, where you just kind of hang out in the back, and he's just like a safety blanket in case you get ganked with W, if he gets used at all, after you get out of like level 1 or level 2. But they just keep amping up his damage. But, like, they keep giving these tanks more, like, AP ratios, but it's like, what do you want them to build? Like, this is just troll buffs. The only item, I think, that's AP that tanks would want to get that's not too troll would be Hourglass, but they've priced supports out of it by making it 3,000 gold instead of 2,600 like it was. Because when it was 2,600, or I think it was even 2,500 before that, if you had the stopwatch with it, you could get the price down to like 2,250. So I think if they want the tanks to be able to get some AP and have some tankiness or survivability, I would make Hourglass into a support item again. But yeah, I don't know what else. Like, I guess you could do like Everfrost maybe. I mean, that'd be cool if they made Everfrost, like, made it tankier. Like, take the mana off of it or something. And, like, give it some armor and magic resist. Maybe that'd be OP. Yeah, I mean, I thought that AP Alistar would be more of a thing. They did give him some buffs on this patch, but apparently not. Because the itemization is just so hard. Lantern, lower cooldown early, more later. Okay, whatever. Nerfing the shield quite a lot. And they're like increasing the damage on Flay. This isn't what he needs. I don't think this is gonna matter. Light itemization, like what do you get? Lane Alistar, yeah. Udyr getting nerfs, okay. Vhagar, these are pretty significant buffs on Vhagar, I think. I really hope we don't see a lot more Vhagar support, because he's really obnoxious to play against as Rakan. But that's pretty significant. Like, that is a long distance farm tool. Viego, okay. The fact that his thing can crit, I thought was kind of troll, but it's like he does, I think, like to get shield bow sometimes. Well, okay, that is true. You can get Shirelias, that is true. They could go Shirelias, or they could go like Mandate or something on some of these tanks. But they are a lot squishier if they do that. But you are right, a lot of Threshes, I think, do get Shirelias, because it's kind of hard to engage with Thresh. Like, running at people. You just kind of have to hook them out of bushes and stuff. Demonic. Okay, Doran's Shield. This is gonna, like, hurt a lot of these, like, melee, like, Akali, Kassadin, stuff like that. Assassin type of champs early. So this is a big buff to things like Azir that just kind of poke at people with, like, small attacks, auto attacks, and things like that. Relic. Okay, so they're trying to help tanks. This does help Rakan a little bit. I mean, it's not that much because Rakan's base health regen is pretty low. But it's okay. And then slower stacking on the Spell Thieves and less mana. I mean, a lot of this I think is for Ashe support. Like the slower stacking on the Spectral, I think. Or Harrowing, I don't remember which one's which. And I think this is primarily for, like, Nami, you know, or just, like, early harassment mages. Magical footwear you can't sell for a cheap price. Like, everybody needs boots. I think it was pretty troll to sell these to begin with, and you get 10 extra movement speed, but apparently some pros, just to get a mythic faster, would sell. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense in certain timing windows. So they're getting rid of that tomfoolery, which is good. You probably shouldn't be able to sell them at all, to be honest. And then Treasure Hunter, they're nerfing the hell out of that, so most people probably won't get this. Huh, that's weird. It's like if you give raw gold with runes, it usually ends up being an OP rune. Like, who would have ever suspected? I don't know if Alley top. I think Alley mid would be more likely. but maybe top. I'm not sure. I hate it. Back in the day, he was played more mid, but Gragas on steroids. Maybe W Max Gragas top, or alley top. Jungle adjustments. Okay, Shelly, Gromp, whatever stuff. Clear speed, kill experience, okay. I like they're getting rid of this. Like, you should, if you fall behind, like, they want to do the catch-up so that people can't just get, like, counter-jungled and they just lose the game at level 3 if they've died or something. So, like, I feel that, but at the same time, you should not be allowed to just turbo gank the jungler, deliberately fall behind in levels and camps, and then be able to rubber band your way back into the game by, you know, killing camps after that. So I like that. And then right here, this is what I'm talking about. MMR from 15 to 22. Thank God. Now, they are saying that if you duo, it's going to... being put in games with higher skilled players on both sides. Okay, so you're not, like... they're not changing that much of the advantage. So if it's like a Gold 1 player playing with another Gold 1 player, they might put you in a Platinum 4 game where everybody else is, like, averaging Platinum 4. I think that's fine. Like, so they're not saying that if you're all in a Gold 1, they're going to make everyone on the enemy team Platinum 4. But they are saying that they're going to move you up into a higher bracket, basically. And you're going to have to compete in a higher bracket for the same MMR if you are duoed. Which, that's fair. As long as it's only, like, 1, maybe 2 divisions up, that's probably okay. If they're, like, obviously, if you're duoed in Gold 1 and they put you in, like, Platinum 1, that's probably not good. But I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Yeah, I think it's probably just, like, one... I could see them doing, like, 1 division. I think that's probably fine. Okay. Anyways, alright, well, that's going to be it. Thank y'all very much. I'll try to get on tomorrow. There's a chance if I'm too far behind on sleep, I may not be able to do it. I know my wife's parents are coming in town, but they usually go to bed early, so it shouldn't make that much of a difference. I totally agree, Stay. It's really obnoxious, especially as a bot laner, because everybody just can't. I mean, that's part of why I just feel like I have to play Rakan every game, because he's like the safest, or one of the safest champs in the game from ganks. Because he just has a free dash, like a W, and he's got his E for mobility. And he can usually ward fairly safely. But anyways, alright, well, that's going to be it. Thank y'all very much for tuning in. As always, I appreciate it, and we'll see everyone next time.